What's happening, my film friends? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a video, well, one last Comic-Con video, because I did say that one about the Marvel's, well, display or whatever was going to be the last one, but no, I have one more for you, and, well, it's that pressing question. I got it a lot, and some people had some debates underneath my videos about it, and the question is, who won Comic-Con, DC or Marvel? Okay? Now, obviously, when it comes to answering this question, some people are very biased, okay? Whatever you grew up with, that's who you're going to support, okay? Like myself, I grew up with DC. I wasn't huge on Marvel. I had friends that were all about Marvel and everything, so I saw a little bit of that, a little bit of those comic books, but mainly, you guys know I'm a humongous Batman fan, and that's what it was. It was Batman, Flash, and Superman. That was my top three right there. I collected those comic books, but it's just the way it was. But the thing is, I still, as a kid, like I said, I had friends that liked Marvel, as well as I loved the Spider-Man cartoon, as well as the X-Men cartoon. I mean, those cartoons were awesome. So you really got to look at answering that question very unbiased, okay? And, well, look at what Variety posted. Boom, right there. The Batman vs. Superman film was the most talked about, okay? Now, this is a totally unbiased remark right here because they are looking at Twitter, essentially, okay? They're looking at how many times stuff was retweeted and everything like that. And it's almost got to be obvious, guys. Let's face facts here. We've seen the Avengers before, okay? When it comes to the Marvel panel, they brought all the actors out and everything, and they did show apparently an awesome trailer. Well, going by the audio footage, if you haven't heard it, I'll put it down below. It sounds phenomenal. We've seen that before, okay? We have not yet seen a movie where Batman and Superman are going to be in it together. Okay? And then you throw Wonder Woman in the mix. And when was the last time we saw a live-action Wonder Woman? It's been since the 70s, okay? There you go. Was it Linda Carter? Yeah. We haven't seen that. And that was like the second most talked about thing, was the unveiling of the Wonder Woman costume. Okay? Everybody was talking about that. Everybody was like, oh man, I can go with that. And people were still talking shit about her still being skinny. So you gotta look at it like that. And I'm not dogging on Marvel at all. They brought, each DC and Marvel brought the goods. They brought what they needed to impress everybody and just wow everybody. But the fact of the matter is, we are finally getting a woman. I wish we were getting a woman. We are finally getting a movie that has Batman and Superman in it, and it's very comic book like. Okay, we are gonna get a Batman that we haven't seen before. Okay, we're not getting a Batman that's in all black and all armor or anything like that. We are getting a Batman with a gray and I guess a black suit. Get gray and black, I don't know, who knows? It still might be blue. We don't quite know that yet. And we're gonna get that with Wonder Woman in the mix. We're getting the start of the Justice League. So you got to look at it logically. Okay, that. We haven't seen that, so everybody was buzzing about that. You got to realize that Batman vs. Superman is just so highly anticipated that it's crazy, okay? But like I said, I'm not going against anything that Marvel did, even though I'm a bigger DC fan. I'm just saying that they won just because it's something that we haven't seen before, okay? I think they even kind of pretty much won last year too, because they announced Batman vs. Superman, surprised the shit out of everybody. Okay, and then of course the Batman vs. Superman trailer that they showed that got leaked all over the place. That was, talked about and just searched like crazy. As I was posting that crap, I mean, I'm telling you what, my videos were getting hit like crazy. My site was getting hit like crazy because people were trying to find that footage. So that's the way you got to look at it. I mean, but like I said, people are just going to back up whatever they grew up with, which is that's just what we do, it's like that with everything. Whatever you grew up with, you're gonna back it up just because you know that, and we gotta kind of stop that. I think I think we should just realize that they both brought the goods, and we all should just be mesmerized by what they brought, and we should be looking forward to Avengers 2 as well as Batman vs. Superman. Yes, everybody goes, oh, DC's so far behind, oh my god, Marvel's just way ahead and everything. Yeah, that is absolutely true, but Is this a fucking race? Where's the finish line at? Okay? There's no finish line to this. Unless you guys know of an apocalypse that's going to happen in sometime in the future. There's no finish line. Okay, yeah, DC got a late start, but you got to realize DC was also the pioneers of bringing superheroes to the big screen. Okay? We had Superman, one of the very first superheroes to be brought to the big screen, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, it's cheesy when you watch it now, but it was amazing back then, okay? And then you had the Tim Burton Batman. That blew everyone away, and that still holds up to this day. Marvel tried to bring their characters to the big screen, but it was very difficult. And they did have success in TV, that's for sure. You know, like the Incredible Hulk and everything. But they try to bring some other characters to the big screen in the 80s or 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever the heck. And it just did not really work out. Probably because their characters are a little more complex, required a little more special effects. But still, you got to look at it as like DC really, they brought the superhero to the big screen. And then what happened in the 2000s? Okay, DC again, with the help of Christopher Nolan, changed the superhero game. Now, the Fox Marvel actually brought the superhero genre back because, first off, DC kind of killed it with the Schumacher bat nipples, but it's okay. We had Fox bring back X-Men, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, superheroes in film is relevant again. Awesome. Okay, but then something happened again with Christopher Nolan with Batman Begins. Taking a superhero, grounding it in reality almost, surrounding it with a traditional story, because let's face facts, Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy was essentially a mob cop drama with a superhero in the middle. Okay? And now that is literally a term. Just like when someone says, Google it, that's a term. Dark Knighting it is a fucking term now. Yeah. People say that. They're saying that about the Fantastic Four reboot. Oh, it's going to be very Dark Knight-like. They're going to Dark Knight it. Okay? Because that's what that did. I actually, that's what I said about Captain America 2. They Dark Knighted it. They grounded it. They tried their best to ground it as much as reality, or ground it in a traditional story, because Captain America 2 was, you know, it was a spy story, espionage. And then there was a superhero in the middle. That's why it was so great. So you gotta look at it like that too. Like, okay, yeah, DC might be behind when it comes to this fucking cinematic universe, yes, but who cares? Who the fuck cares? There's no finish line, okay? Let's just accept that, hey, they have something in the works. They don't need to catch up. They can take their fucking time, okay? So let's calm down, guys, all right? Let's calm down. But I'm just saying right here, based on the facts, DC won Comic-Con this year, okay? That's just the way it is. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your opinions and everything down below in the balls area. Also hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And visit FilmJunkie.com for your latest in movie news, trailers, and film reviews. Well, alright guys, I'm David, the Film Junkie. And I answered that pressing question. Who won Comic-Con, DC or Marvel? It was DC. By a hair. Not really, well, maybe not by a hair, you know. I'm just saying, it's just because of that. Alright? Talk to you later.